already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go, baby.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Load it. Load it. Stay at home. Stay at home. Go, Mike.
To throw, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
First down at the 40-yard line.
Go, White 90. Round 80. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. He's coming. Double round. He's coming. Double up.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A second down throw for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check, check. Lucky.
A Again, it's Rivers. Going up top. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Leo!
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Watch the end. Keep it skinny. Undercross. Left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Come on, QB, come on. Fire.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check, 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 check. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. After one, it's 9-0. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out, as they've got it facing 3rd and a yard.
Bit 180. Black 11. Watch the pass. Check the backer. Check the backer. Shift.
Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying up.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Wide, get wide. You. 51. White. Mike 51.
Rivers now. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
180. Black 15. Crunch time, defense. No. 0.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Now Rivers. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 20! And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now to the air. Lock. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Big stop, let's go. Switch. Joker. Kill.
Throwing again. Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Load it. Mike, check, 59.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Pushing his way through. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 59 mark. Check, 59. You got nothing in there. Wait. You got nothing. Bang. Hey, 79. Hey, orbit. 25. Alpha. Check 25.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Begin. 49, check 49, check 49. Wait.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Good, 380. Hey. Cluster. Check 59, Mike is 59.
From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Jim. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check right 34. Mike 34.
In your face.
Cross the right. Mike 33.
To throw is Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Play action now. Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, 79. Kill. Wait. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing, Rivers. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
80. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Mike 51. 12. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Left. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Behind.
Throwing Rivers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another run by Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's checking. Grab. Check. Roll out. Check 13. Look at me. Zipper.
They're going with Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st down, Broncos.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 3. Shift. Hey, stand off. 5.
A give, running right, Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Go.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Look, squeeze. He's coming.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a carry for Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Going to throw deep for the ends. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple Couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them.
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
79! 10, under 10, 10. Alert flare, alert.
Now Rivers. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
It's now 3rd down.
Set 180, 180. Hey, come on, no. 180. Check 31, check 31. Orange 5-4. Double up, double up. He's got it.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. Shoot. Buffalo one, Buffalo. Alpha. Bravo. 59 mark, check, wait, 89!
Now Rivers on 4th down, and nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check, lucky. And up.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch out. Hey, check 24. You draw Corkers. Hatchet. Fire.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Check 52's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. Topper.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Mike,
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Morals
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got